What's today? January 2nd.
Yep.
We are 21 days away from something that it's been in the talks for a while. Got confirmed, I think, last month or in November.
Mm-hmm.
But Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, they're going at it again, baby.
Oh, yeah?
I think the Irish are going to pull through.
I think they will, too.
And it's stereotypical, blah, 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 blah,
Nah.
blah, blah, blah. But hear me out on this.
Yep.
Conor McGregor, I think, has been starting to get a little underhyped, underrated, whatever you want to say. I think...
Well, because he hasn't been fighting?
Yes, because he hasn't been fighting. That's the only reason.
Probably still trains, like what?
He does. Every day. That's what that man lives for.
Yeah.
He lives for fighting.
Yeah.
Yes, he lives for fun, family, fighting, and money. That's his three main priorities, I bet. He wakes up and looks at a whiteboard with those three things written right on his mirror.
Yep, and he's
money,
like...
family, and fighting.
Yep.
I don't know what order exactly. He might have the... He might have them in rotation sometimes. You know?
Ass, titties, pussy, money, weed.
All I need... or I forget the...
Everywhere song. I look, I see a killing spree.
Yeah, that's the name of the song. Shout out to Logic. But... Poirier is definitely advanced as a fighter. I cannot say he hasn't. He's definitely matured. You don't go up against Khabib and be just a fucking any guy off the streets.
Yeah, no. Not at all.
He's definitely, and you can even see it, honestly. He looks like some white trash kid off the streets when he fought McGregor the first time. That's not like anything bad towards Dustin either. I really think he's a good fighter, and I back him 100%. And, I think now how he looks like he could wear a suit and be a businessman for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He looks professional. Mm-hmm. He looks like a professional fighter compared to a tap-out fighter you would see fight in a backstage or somewhere behind a casino. Whatever, you know. Just some not professional fighter. Now he's there. Yeah. I think he's gained the wisdom as well and learned from the losses, especially from the McGregor loss, of how much McGregor was actually in his head. Because whether he admits it or not, getting knocked out in the first round, I think, comes down to a couple of things. Let's say you have this guy that is obviously a good fighter. He's fighting in the UFC. Mm-hmm. I'm McGregor. You're Dustin Poirier. We're going... This is the first fight. Mm-hmm. I'm shit-talking you, your family, your legacy, your career, everything, right?
Yeah.
And everyone on Twitter is backing me.
Yeah, I'm shitting my pants.
Everybody on Twitter is backing me. They're all calling you out for this, that, and the other thing. I'm roasting you at every press conference. The fans are loving it at the press conference. Mm-hmm. You think you're going to get mad at all? You're going to get angry? And you know you're telling yourself, when he comes to the fight, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out. I'm going to make him eat every word he ever said that was laughed at me or whatnot. You think he's going to be a little messy in that first round? That first chance he has to touch him, to actually put some pain on him, he's going to be messy. He's not going to be fighting as that fighter he is when he's sparring. Well, when he's there, he's focused. He's picking every shot. When someone's pissed off, whether you like it or not, you're going to be a little messy. You're going to be throwing super powerful punches.
Yeah, wasting energy, not taking time.
And while you're doing that, you know what I'm doing as McGregor?
Standing there
I'm planning out the first 30 seconds of how I'm going to set you up for the knockout punch.
Yeah.
I'm going to be cool, calm, and collective walking into the ring, and I'm not even going to look at you.
Yep.
Because that's just McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people forget that is how into the game of mixed martial arts he was.
Yeah.
He was so tactical in my eyes. He was ahead of the game. He got both UFC, I think it was flyweight. No, it was featherweight and lightweight championships at the same time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did not defend either of them after that, but he was the first one to be a champ in the UFC organization, which is not easy to do. Which, yes, people have done after him, but no one did it until he set the bar. Mm-hmm. Then you see people getting the idea. oh, wow, that would be kind of a big, good money fight. Title against title for both of them? Wow. And that's what boxing starts to do and whatnot. I think that's what they have been doing. Mm-hmm. But you've never seen that in the UFC. No one has been able to defend a title or get a title and then fight that quick after at another, going up another weight class and having the confidence to beat that.
Yeah.
That championship caliber fighter at another weight class. Which you would think would be as much of a world-class fighter as Conor.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, it was Alvarez. It wasn't Jose Aldo. It was Eddie Alvarez. That's who he won the champ.
Yeah.
That's when he won champ.
Because didn't he beat Jose Aldo?
That was for the featherweight.
Yep, and then he beat Eddie Alvarez.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think McGregor's underhyped in my eyes.
You don't think he is?
No, I think he is the guy. I feel like he'll pull it off and win.
So in your eyes, he's always been at the top.
Yeah. Right. Always. Like, he could come back and still win, unless he's, like, fucking 60 years old. Like,
got you.
He's winning.
I think... And I guess maybe it's more of the media maybe bringing it up and trying to say, oh, it's been 2 years since he fought. And, when he was fighting for Khabib. When he was coming back for Khabib, the whole thing was, oh, he was boxing. He wasn't doing MMA. He took a break for 2 years from MMA. Blah, 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 blah. He's not the number one. He's not a champ anymore. Mm-hmm. In the UFC, at least.
That doesn't matter.
Exactly, but that's what they were saying.
Because he fucking retired.
And he lost to Khabib, and then everyone's doubting him, I feel like, after that. But then he came back and knocked out Cerrone in the first round.
Yeah.
And that was without shit-talking.
I think Khabib is just better than him.
I think...
I have respect for Khabib. I feel like he does do the work that he needs to do to be the best. I feel like he is the best UFC fighter.
Can you pull up the actual stats on their fight, McGregor and Khabib? Because I want to say it went 4 rounds. It's what I want to say, but I'm not 100%. But McGregor didn't fight bad on the ground.
Round 4, yeah.
He didn't fight bad on the ground.
Yeah. Compared
to a lot of other fighters that go against Khabib, he wasn't getting dominated really until the last round. And I'm sure that wasn't Khabib's necessary plan. Oh, I'm going to just play around with him the first 3 rounds, and then I'm just going to knock him out in the 4th. Maybe he's that good. But in my eyes, with all that shit talking, he's going to try and put the pain on in the first round.
In the first round.
But McGregor didn't let that happen necessarily. Yeah. He stood up plenty of times. He didn't take a lot of damage in the fight.
Yeah.
He was exhausted. 110%. Khabib tired him the fuck out by round 4. And Khabib still had more of the gas.
I think it's just the Russian in Khabib.
100%. That's just what he's done.
Yeah.
He doesn't know a stop. Mm-hmm. That bell in his head is never going to be there, you know? But I don't think McGregor necessarily took a lot of damage. Yeah, he got submitted.
Yeah. But he didn't get fucked up.
He didn't have black eyes and shit.
Yeah. He looked like a normal guy. He just was bleeding.
I think that rematch is still... That's the
that'll be
long road, down the road fight that everyone wants that I think is still going to happen.
Yeah.
That I think a lot of people are going to lose doubt in, but it's still on.
Yep.
It's not finished yet.
Yeah, I think... Didn't they say it anyway that they were going to do it again?
There's been so much talk about that fight that...
I'm pretty sure McGregor said he wanted to do it again a while ago.
Here's the thing. The interesting thing about this year, with the new year and whatnot, is hopefully things get reopened, and if they do, that looks really good for McGregor getting the title. Because if Khabib's not there, and he's not the champ anymore, which he's retired now, the road to the belt is not that hard for him necessarily if he beats Poirier. He beat Cowboy. Actually, I don't know if that's the same weight class. It might not be, but I'm pretty sure. I think they fought in a different weight class. But still, beating Cowboy is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, beating Poirier is then basically top 5, I would say. I'm pretty sure Poirier's top 3.
Yeah.
If not, he's number 2 or 2. I think Gaethje, though, is number 2.
Yeah.
Ferguson and Gaethje are up there as well. That's why I want to say top 5. But Poirier just fought Khabib for the title. So if McGregor beats Poirier, the next fight for McGregor is either a title fight or a fight for the title. That's three fights. That's 3 fights at the most. Mm-hmm. At the most. We are talking about McGregor and Dana, and you know how they both like money, so they might just skip the one in between and just go right to the main course.
The money fight.
Oh, right to the title fight.
You know that's in the talks, dude. I feel like there's a contract floating around and it hasn't been signed
McGregor
yet.
Didn't come back for no reason last year. He came back at this time and was planning on fighting 3 fights. But Corona happened. I'm sure he wasn't making a lot of money with the gates or what wouldn't have been making the same. I'm sure the pay-per-views would have been amazing. They probably would have maybe even broken some records. Mm-hmm. But the gate is also very big with McGregor, and that is a good income or a good source of income for the fights. Mm-hmm. So it might be smarter for him to take that break like he did.
Yeah.
Because you might not be making as much.
So the other day,
Steven's a bitch!
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 a.m. at the Highlights Podcast on Instagram. And just like that, so the other day. Holy shit, dude.